Well, the NBA regular season is now just a day away from tip, and you know what that means. The insufferable morons over at ESPN are at it again with their annual propaganda drivel in the form of the ESPN rank list. And as if the drooling, jock-sniffing, know-nothing LeBron cheerleaders that Scrub Network puts on its airwaves weren't bad enough, clearly the writers they employ are deploying the same brand of sensationalized yellow journalism. Now, okay, there really is nothing to complain about with their top 5 players, which has Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Jason Tatum in that order. And yeah, that is real brain-busting work. The 5 selections for all NBA first team from a year ago are as close to locks as there can possibly be. You might as well be looking at the top 5 in year-end MVP voting here, though credit where credit is due, because somehow, someway, the buffoons over at ESPN managed to at the very least get those 5 selections right. But after that, predictably all hell broke loose with the remainder of the top 10, in particular, number 6 and 7. And if there is any singular player that gets these writers and media personalities all hot and bothered in the vast basketball expanse of the year of 2024 that could remotely rival that of the fraud king, it is of course the golden boy, baby-faced assassin Steph Curry. So there is very little surprise here that Curry ranks very highly on this list. The only shocker is that he somehow got above LeBron, with Chef Curry checking in at the 6th slot. Then at number 7, moving up from a year ago, is of course LeBron James. And yes, you did hear that properly. James was number 9 on last season's list, and despite being right around the corner from his 40th birthday, James is up 2 slots. But who is down from last year's rank, of course, is teammate Anthony Davis. Davis, who was number 10 on last year's preseason rank list, has somehow fallen to 13 on this season's list, despite having arguably the best season of his entire career, while being the only player in the league to make an All-NBA team and All-NBA defensive team. He, of course, was second team All-NBA a year ago, while LeBron was third team. And that was while Davis was first team All-NBA defense, and this is while he is squarely in his prime, aged 31 season. But yeah, he is down to 13, while teammate LeBron is up to 7. Makes total sense. Total sense, that is, if you are a card-carrying LeBron sycophant prone to pleasuring yourself to the overrated exploits of the fake GOAT, while, of course, most importantly, cashing your weekly paychecks from Clutch Sports. Otherwise, this is complete and total madness. Speaking, though, of the geriatric crop of NBA superstars, KD is down to 9 on this specific list, and that was after he was number 7 last year. So, yeah, Durant also drops despite finishing 5th in scoring from a year ago with nightly averages of 27 points per game, 6.5 rebounds, and 5 assists on purely absurd shooting splits of 52, 41, and 86, while playing in 75 games. But there are also some outright robberies on this list, such as the criminally underrated and disrespected Jaylen Brown, who somehow not only missed out on an All-NBA designation a year ago, but then also was snubbed from the US Olympic team, while 3 of his Celtics teammates got the nod. He checks in at 14 on this list after being named the Eastern Conference Finals and NBA Finals MVP in last season's playoffs. And at this point, with how much the media hates this guy, I'm not even sure Brown is even going to make an All-Star team this season. But at least he is up 5 slots from his ESPN rank a year ago. While there is no singularly hated and criminally slept-on player in the entire league today than Domantas Sabonis, and this pitiful little list by ESPN bears that out perfectly. Sabonis, who quietly led the NBA last season with 26 triple-doubles, also led the league in double-doubles with 77 and had a record streak of 61 consecutive double-doubles, which is the most in modern NBA history. This is while Sabonis finished 5th last season in value over replacement, 6th in box plus minus, and 4th in win shares. And yet, he dropped 7 slots from his 2023 rank last season down all the way to 29th on this current list. 29th. For a guy who averaged 19.5 points per game last year, 13.7 rebounds, which led the NBA, and 8.2 assists, while finishing 8th in league-wide MVP voting and 10th in Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, and let's not forget, made an All-NBA team designation. 29th suggests fringe all-star range. This list is an absolute abomination, and it has been for years. It does little to highlight anything other than how pathetic and inept the card-carrying NBA media is and has been for far, far too long. So, damn it, what are you guys waiting for? Stop beating around the bush already and hit that subscribe button now to stay up to date with me. Until next time.